This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to second edition of Cubing with Big Nass. Looking at this pack, there's nothing really stands out to me. I'm not really looking to force any particular strategy in this draft. Tried forcing combo in the last one. It didn't really work out too well. I've done a couple cubes since then. I tried combo again, and again it didn't come together. But at least I was able to transition into a real deck. So with this pack, there's nothing that really stands out to me. Like Vendilion Clique is pretty good, but I generally just like taking mana fixing. Yeah. I think Vendilion Clique is good enough that I'm willing to take it over the Godless Shrine. I typically like playing blue decks. Yeah, let's just go with that. Like, the other deck I wanted to try on the online cube was just mono red aggro, but there's not really any good cards for it in this pack, so I'll just take what I feel is the best card and kind of move on. Okay, so Land Tax is a very good card that you can build around. That's kind of what's standing out to me right now. It's probably the most unfair card out of all of these because it really forces your opponent into awkward situations where they just don't want to play lands. So I think that's what I'm going to take here. There's nothing else that's really that exciting in this pack, so Land Tax is definitely the most unfair card. Okay. So we have some options here. Olivia was actually I was surprised by how good it was. One of the cubes I played, I pretty much single-handedly lost to this card because I didn't draft any removal, and he just pretty much just stole all my creatures. So what do we want to take here? I kind of want to take Stoneforge Mystic, even though I don't have any equipment yet, just because it's really good when you do have something like a sword. Knight of the Reliquary is another option. You know, I'm not really too sure what I want to take, but I really like having tutor effects in my deck, so I'm gonna go with the Stoneforge Mystic here. Okay. Well, Wrath is typically is typically a good card in like a normal draft, but in Cube there are a lot of Wrath effects, and not very many decks play a lot of creatures, so those types of effects aren't as good as they would normally be. Vampire Nighthawk is decent. Night's Whisper is okay. I think I might just go with the Grand Arbiter here, because I mean, so far I've only taken blue and white cards, and this is it's pretty decent. I mean, I don't know, it's okay. Like there's just nothing else in the pack that's really all that exciting. I think it's either Grand Arbiter or Day of Judgment. No, I think I'm fairly confident that the Grand Arbiter is going to table. So I'm going to take the Day of Judgment. And this way, I don't really feel pressure to take any Wrath effects later on. Alright, so Volcanic Island is really good. I really like taking the original duels. Like, if I end up like multiple colors, I mean, this is exactly the kind of card you want. And they work really well with fetch lands, and they're even better. I mean, obviously they're better than the Ravnica cycle of dual lands, but this is just not having to pay 2 life is just so much better. Cataclysm is it's not really that great. Aeon Crawler is a decent man, but I like just taking mana fixing, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. All right. Well, gonna keep with the mana plan. I'm gonna take the Misty Rainforest here, and it looks like we're gonna be drafting like kind of a multicolor, kind of dirtily control deck. That's kind of what this cube is really like pushing. I haven't really seen too many aggro decks really work out that well. So I'm fine with just drafting like a blue Blaze control deck. They typically work out very well. All right, so Show and Tell is okay. I'm not really a Show and Tell deck though. Like there was an Ulamog going around, so I'm sure whoever drafted that is going to want the Show and Tell. Tumble Magnet's not what I'm looking for. Behemoth Sledge again. I could draft it because I do have a Stoneforge Mystic. Um, but let's just take a look what else is in this pack. Wake Thrasher is not really where I want to be. Pulse of the Fields is a decent sideboard card, I guess. Imperial Seal is also pretty good, but I haven't really seen any reason to go into black yet. And I think I'm just going to take the Behemoth Sledge here. I might not play it if I don't end up with any like green duels or like green fixing. I do have a Misty Rainforest, so I could in theory get like a basic forest, but I don't think I want to end up playing basic forest. But the Behemoth Sledge is pretty good. I mean, if you can get a going Stoneforge Mystic, it's going to be really tough for an aggro deck to beat that. Okay. So Sphere of the Suns is okay. I mean, it's the fact that you can only use it 3 times is what really keeps it from being good. Deranged Hermit is also quite good. I think I'm more leaning towards Havengul Lich. I realize I haven't taken any black cards yet, but again, like I take mana fixing high enough that that shouldn't be a problem. And it just seems like Havengul Lich is just really good. I haven't actually played with any cubes that had this card, but I feel like it's going to be powerful enough that I'm going to want it. All right, so the Godless Shrine tabled, which is what we want. So again, we're just going to pretty much just take all the good dual lands. And what do we want here? Pretty much don't want Primal Command. Like I don't want anything that's like double green. Mystic Snake is okay. Again, like I'm probably want to stick to more like Esper colors. Let's see, we get Manamore, we get Riftwing Cloudskate. Don't think Unearth is where we want to be. You know what? I think I will take the Manowar. And here, let's see, we could take Thelonite Hermit, but again, I don't really want to be double green. Tainted Pact is okay. Lunar Ilkor is okay. Miscalculation is, it's decent. At least it cycles, so I don't want to go, like, get too many counter spells, but this seems like a fine option. And there we go, we wield the Grand Arbiter. I'm so smart. Yeah, I mean, I could take Forbid, but, yeah. Again, I don't want too many counterspells. Okay, well, I don't think we'll ever have enough attacking creatures for Windburst Kites, so I guess I'll take the Destructive Force. I don't think I'll end up playing it, though. Alright, so we're looking to be like base blue-white and kind of splashing green and black for random cards. Ooh, what do we got here? Yeah, we're not... well, we're definitely not playing Void Mage Prodigy, so I guess we'll just take the Corpse Stance away from someone. And, yeah, we're not playing Smokestack either. So there are a few red cards that I do like splashing. Just trying to think of a couple. I know what they do, I just can't remember their names now. The 5 mana deal 4 damage and Impulse, that's a good one. Let's see, we got 4 Planeswalkers in this pack. Wow. So which one do we want the most? I think we can immediately discount Sword Markov and Garruk Wildspeaker just for mana reasons. So it's between Elspeth Tirel and Jace Beleren. I think Elspeth is the winner here. Jace Beleren is decent, but Elspeth just dominates the board, especially if it sticks around for a while. So I think that's what I'm going to end up picking up here. And it also works quite well with our Grand Arbiter. It makes it 1 cheaper. It doesn't allow us to play it a turn earlier or anything, but, you know. Okay. I'm a huge fan of control magic effects, and this is the, you know, the mother of all control magics. By that I mean, you know, the first one. So there's nothing else in this pack that even comes close to it, but as far as what I want to table, I really like Preordain, and we already have a couple legendary creatures, so I would be happy to pick up a Caractus as well. So let's go ahead and pick up the control magic, and even Fire Ice would be pretty good too. I drafted a deck once that had both Treachery and Control Magic, so I stole 2 of his creatures in 1 turn. That was pretty sweet. The good thing about land tax is it really allows us to splash all the colors really easily. So we'll probably end up playing like one basic forest for that Behemoth Sledge. Alright, so we got some options. Could take Thieving Magpie, could take Journey to Nowhere, could take Magus of the Tabernacle. Could also take Luminarch Ascension. This card's like really annoying to play against. I don't think that's really what we want to draft. It's a good chance it'll come back. So I think I might just take the Journey to Nowhere. It's that or like I think it's like one of these three cards: Journey to Nowhere, Thieving Magpie, Shriekmaw. Well, Shriekmaw does work really well with the Heavengull Lich. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the Journey to Nowhere. I mean, we're almost certainly gonna wheel a good card out of that pack. All right, so we can pick up another Planeswalker. Black is still a splash here, so I don't really want to take Liliana here, although it is quite good. Frost Titan, however, is very good. And there's a couple cards we could table. We could table either Memory Lapse or Oust. Both are fine. Genesis Wave is a pretty fun card to have. I kind of had like a big mana deck with Genesis Wave, and that was pretty fun. But we're definitely not that sort of deck right now. So I'm gonna pick up the Frost Titan, and hopefully we get to wheel one of these two cards. All right. Yawgmoth's Will is a card that I do love to have in my deck, but I don't think this deck is going to be able to take very good advantage of it. Etched Oracle is another card we could play. We certainly have the mana base to support it. Other than that, we could take Impulse or Blue Elemental Blast or Enlightened Tutor. I think I'm gonna pick up the Etched Oracle. Actually, it's like we already have like we're base blue white, but we easily can splash third and fourth color. And this is really good if you can activate it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pick that up. Our other option would be like an Impulse. Could also take Spectral Links, but I don't think that's really where we want to be. All right. Now I see the Mind's Desire. Well, it's way too late to switch into that deck. So what can we take here? All these double black cards are really not all that interesting. I don't think I want Undermine. Maybe Terror. Maybe Spellskite. Could also take Yeldoran Outpost. That actually works really well with our land tax, because then we can play a land but have it like still stay at the same number of lands. Yeah, you know what? I like it. I'm going to take the Yeldoran Outpost and see how good that is. Alright, so as much as I didn't want to take Undermine, Absorb is a completely different animal. It's this kind of deck, you much rather gain 3 life than ding them for 3, and it also works much easier on a mana base. So definitely better than Spell Pierce, I think. And there's nothing else in this pack that I really want. City of Traders is also a fairly good one, but with our mana requirements, we don't really need like a lot of colorless mana. We really need a lot of on-color mana. So I'm gonna pick up the Absorb here. Okay, so wow, we got some options here. I could take Steam Vents, but I already have a blue-red dual land. It's a better blue-red dual land, and both Force of Will and Band Charm are pretty good. I think I'm leaning more towards the Force of Will. Because I might not actually end up playing green. So yeah, let's take the Force of Will here. Alright, Sorin Markov made it all the way around. But we're definitely not going to play it. Could take an Augury Adept. I've never actually played with it, but it doesn't seem like it's that great. It seems like it's only good against decks that aren't going to have blockers. And because we don't have nearly enough stuff to really like get out of the way, get their blockers out of the way. That is, but it seems better than the rest of these cards, so I'm going to take it. I might need to play it. Hopefully, I don't have to. All right, could take Mentor of the Meek. We don't really have that many creatures though. It works very well with Elspeth Terrell, but Caracas is also just a very good card for the deck. This is actually kind of tough. Like, the only creature we really want to bounce is that Vendilion Clique. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough creatures. Oh, that was kind of bad. What did I end up taking there? So I'm just kind of trying to figure out. Oh, I took the Fathoms here. It's not a card I really want to play. Really wish I just taken that one of the two cards I wanted. All right, let's hide some of these cards that I don't think I want to play. Megas can stay for now. Okay. So let's take a look here. I think I want Martial Goo. Don't think I want to overload on the Wrath effects, but the fact that it makes a whole bunch of tokens makes that really good. The rest of these cards really aren't all that exciting. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Oh, what's this guy? I don't know what this is because I don't play Commander. Okay, so it's just a 4-mana giant guy. Gotcha. Okay. Do I want Sacred Foundry? Not really. Like, so far I haven't picked up any red cards. Could take another Mana War type effect of guy. Could take a Condemn. Could take a Metamorph. All right, I think I'm going to take Condemn. It seems like it's a really cheap card, and I feel like we have enough like late game bombs here. So let's go ahead and take it. Okay. Decree of Justice. Hello. I think that's going to be a little bit better than an unblockable Thieving Magpie. Don't really want Taiga here. Like, red and green are the two colors we're least likely to play here. Fortunately, we didn't really get to see any like decent equipment, but oh well. Might still end up playing the Behemoth Sledge. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Decree here. Okay, more Planeswalkers. I think it's better to take a fetch land here, especially one that's for both of our main colors. It's definitely going to be better than the rest of these cards. Again, I don't need another blue-red dual land. And Terminate is okay. But I just really like taking Mana Fixing. And speaking of Mana Fixing, there's a Tundra. And just take a quick glance at the rest of the pack to see if there's anything else we want over it. No, I don't think so. I'll just take the Tundra. I think we have enough actual cards. And the good thing with really prioritizing your Mana Fixing is you can take like an off-color card and easily play it. So pretty much every pack you see, you just take like the most broken card and you can almost certainly play it. Alright, so Haven't seen any black duels, so that's going to make the Having Glitch a little bit more annoying. Well, it's really hard to pass up Planeswalkers. Do we have anything in our deck that we really want to blink? Mana War is a good one to blink. Frost Titan, I guess I could blink it, but, you know, it doesn't really seem that good. But just getting to that ultimate is just unbeatable. So, could also take a Kira Great Glass Splinter, could take a Remand, but I think Venser is the pick here. Alright, so we're not playing these cards. Oh, actually, no, we did pick up a black duel. We have a Godless Shrine, which we can fetch with Flooded Strand. Can't fetch it with Misty Rainforest, but that's fine. So we can get away with just playing like one Swamp, one Forest, just so we can get them with land tax. Don't need Lava Color Reaches. Probably not even going to play Volcanic Island just because we don't have any red cards. Like we can still pick up a red card and basically have a free splash, but so far I haven't seen anything that's made me wanna splash. Okay. Well, I do like Prismatic Lens, but Cortazar is also a very good one. I think I have enough 5-drops. Actually, now that I think about it, Precursor Golem is insane with Venser. Yeah, let's take the Precursor Golem. Go deep. Oh, there's Tropical Island. And an Eternal Dragon. Ooh, I really want both of these cards. Why is this even in the cube? Alright, I'm going to take Eternal, I know I've been harping on how much I love the original duels, but Eternal Dragon is so powerful. It's such a great late game that it's really worth taking. Alright. I don't think I want Teleria West, so it's either Dismantling Blow or Repeal. I think I want Dismantling Blow. Could also take Opportunity, but there's a lot of really annoying artifacts and enchantments, like swords, for instance, that you just want to get rid of. So I'm gonna take the Dismantling Blow. All right. Pretty sure I don't want Ruhan. I don't want a 7-mana sorcery. Flicker Wisp is okay. I mean, we do have a lot of things we want to flicker, but I think I'd rather have the Aether Adapt. I think I want more things that I want to flicker than I want flicker effects. Alright, so we got Lujon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, it seems okay. I'll pick it up. Alright, well there's nothing in this pack that I really want to play. So what do I not want to play against? Probably the Hellkite. Ooh, Archmage. Hello. Yeah, sure, let's take it. Hello, Momentary Blank. Hey! Last pick Court Hussar. Nice. Alright, so let's build this baby, and we'll see you guys in just a sec. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so this is what we're going to be battling with. Very last cut was the Glenelendra Archmage. I was trying to decide between playing that or playing this and not splashing black and just not playing the Havengal Lich. So I think it's going to be more fun to just play the... I kind of want to play the Havengal Lich. But I got a lot of relevant sideboard cards against any sort of red deck. We can bring in Blue Elemental Blast, obviously. If we see a juicy target, we can bring in Dismantling Blow. Against kind of like a dirtily controlled deck, we can bring in Augury Adept. And against any sort of aggressive deck, we can bring in the Stoneforge Mystic Behemoth Sledge package, and we can also kind of side in one basic force along with that. But I like this configuration. It's got some counter spells, it's got some bounce, it's got some neat synergies, and it's got some boom booms. So I like it. There's not a whole lot of like early action, but you're not really going to see a whole lot in this sort of deck. So I'm going to give this a try, and we'll see you guys in round one.